From Dallas to Los Angeles and a screen near you, here is B Wildcat 2.
Hey everybody, it's B Wildcat 2 here, back today with another Road to the Show quick clip featuring BJ Wild. This is the next to the last quick clip in the standard definition quality, as I get nearer and nearer to getting all the standard definition off of my channel and onto YouTube for you guys. We're going to come into a game against the Phillies pinch hitting in the bottom of the 8th inning. I think Phillies leading 1-0, nobody on base, and Brett Myers is doing the pitching for Philadelphia. So we'll get the manager to tell us that we're coming in to pinch hit, and we are going to come into the game. Philly up 1-0. They have 6 hits. We only have 2. Here comes Wild. He's batting .234 with 2 home runs and 7 RBI. Here in the bottom of the 8th, he's the first batter to face Brett Myers. And here comes the first pitch of the inning. Swing and hits it past the shortstop into left field. That's a base hit. So now he's the tying run on first with nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th inning in a 1-run game. Good at bat, 12 skill points. Good job, Wild, coming off the bench cold and trying to heat this team up. Only their 3rd hit of the game, just past the shortstop into left field. And now there's going to be a hit and run, as it's always a hit and run. I don't think I've ever seen anything else. It's a hit and run. So Wild is going to be off with the swing with the contact. I believe that's a 2-1 count. I might be mistaken. With nobody out, here's the pitch. Swung on and hit into right field or into center field, and it's botched. So Wild, after doing some awful base running around second base, he does indeed get into third. I don't know what I was doing on that, but that was actually pretty funny. You see here, look at Wild around second base. He stops like he's going to go back. Then he goes back to second. Then he finally goes to third because of the botch. Oh my goodness, that's funny. But anyway, Ryan Sweeney now coming up for the Blue Jays. They got to find a way to drive in Wild, as he's at third with nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th inning in a 1-run game. 1-0. Philly still leading. 1-0 count to Sweeney. The pitch hit on the ground to third. They're coming home. Wild is caught in a pickle, and he's going to be out. Darn. If it hadn't been hit to third, I think Wild would have scored. And he gets replaced defensively in the 9th inning. And Philadelphia goes on to win this one by a final score of... Or no, actually Toronto comes back in the 8th inning, and they win 4-2. So Wild's run was not significant, I guess. Philadelphia did score a run in the top of the 9th, but Toronto ends up winning 4-2. Nice comeback, even without Wild on the base pass. That was a pretty nice comeback by the Blue Jays after only having 2 hits. So I guess Wild's base hit and then subsequential bad base running, you might say, sparked them to victory. Now he's coming in a 2-2 game in the bottom of the 9th inning with 1 out, and Colby Rasmus at first base, looking to hit against Roy Halladay against Philadelphia again. Philadelphia looked like they come back to tie the ball game up in what looks like the in the 9th. We'll see Wild come off the bench again, just like last game against the Phillies. And here we go, bottom of the 9th with a 2-2 game. Phillies again have more hits than the Blue Jays do. But it's Halladay against his former team with 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. The runner at first. Maybe it's 3-2. I can't tell. I think it's 2-2. Throw over to first, and it's not going to be in time. So with 1 out, and the runner at first base. See what Wild can do here. First pitch. Cutter swung on and missed. 0-1 to BJ Wild. He's got to find a way to drive in that winning run now. Let's see what he does. Wild, first 0-1 is taken low. That's a ball. 1-1 is the count to Wild. 1-1 ready. Here's the pitch. Halladay throws again, and it's inside and low. 2-1 to BJ Wild. I think Halladay likes that cutter, though. 2-1 pitch. Swung on and hit deep to left field. Going back is the left fielder at the track to the wall. Kiss it goodbye. BJ Wild has hit a walk-off 2-run home run, and the Blue Jays have pulled off the victory over the Phillies. Wow, what was Roy Halladay thinking? Working the count to 2-1, and Wild just gets a hanging meatball. And he is, of course, your player of the game by ending it with this walk-off Jimmy Jack. Look at that sweet swing by Wild. My goodness gracious. What a play by BJ Wild. Definitely a high point. This episode was a pretty good episode actually for Wild. He went 1 for 1, and his only hit was a big one. His home run in the bottom of the ninth drove in 2, and he had a 5,000 OPS. And well, guys, he just won the game for Toronto 4-2 in the ninth. As Ruben Castro gets the win, he's 4-0. Roy Halladay gets the loss. He's 0-3. I guess Halladay is their closer in 2016. I don't know. Whatever the reason, Toronto gets a win against their former ace pitcher 4-2 thanks to BJ Wild. What a play. What just an amazing performance there. So I want to thank you guys for watching this Road to the Show quick clip. This is the next to last one in standard definition, and it was a pretty good one too. Come back for Road to the Show quick clip number 8, and we'll continue on with the 2016 season and BJ Wild as a member of your Toronto Blue Jays. It's going to be good. Hopefully he can do some more damage against the league like he just did against Toronto, or just did against the Phillies and Roy Halladay. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm enjoying putting it out more often, and just think, guys, we're getting really close to MLB 13, the show. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in Road to the Show quick clip number 8. Bye, guys.